Thank you all very much for stopping by the Random Green channel. Today I wanted to talk about the 2024 New Mexico State University gridiron football schedule and the outlook for their program. So, Jerry Kill coached New Mexico State last year, and there's a new coach in Tony Sanchez, his first year at New Mexico State. So, what an impressive season they had last year. They opened up with a loss to Massachusetts, which Massachusetts is not a good program. So you think, well, they lost to Massachusetts. They're not going to have good. And all of a sudden, they just turn it around and they have a really big win at Auburn. An impressive victory at the Auburn War Eagle. They go at their place and win by 3 touchdowns. Did you think that would actually happen before the season started? Especially when the season started when they lost to UMass in a bad game. Granted, their Conference USA, they lost in the championship game to Liberty. And they lost to Fresno State in the New Mexico Bowl. Pretty bad. They really had an awesome season, a 10-win program. However, that's in the past, and they returned. Looks like they return their running back. They return a couple good starters. And, well, like I say, Tony Sanchez is their new coach. And he'll turn it around. He'll keep it going, I believe. Turn it around. I shouldn't say that because last year was an amazing year. Again, even though they didn't have the greatest last 2 games, and the first game of the year was kind of a bad loss, but hey, they got a good offensive lineman coming back, a receiver, a defensive back, a linebacker, a D end, and a couple offensive linemen, a safety, a few offensive linemen. As I'm reading it, and their running back Monte Watkins is coming back, so. I believe their quarterback again went to, I don't know if he went to the NFL or somewhere else, but they had a great season last year. Nobody thought they would be that good. So, everybody's looking to this year as having the same success as last year. Hold on. We'll see. I still say they can get in there and get a bowl win. Get a bowl game. We'll see. They open up with Southeast Missouri. Last year they played Massachusetts. You thought, well, they were going to beat Massachusetts or at least beat them at home. I think they played at home, and they should win against Southeast Missouri. And then they play Liberty at home. Liberty's pretty good, but I think New Mexico State will have a revenge factor in this game. They win against Liberty, and the second game, and likewise the third game, they got revenge factor on their mind. They will beat Fresno State to go 3-0, and then at Sam Houston State, I think their second year in 1A. I think they win. They go 4-0, and then New Mexico, the latest video I did with the predictions. They go 5-0. They have a bye, then they play at Jacksonville State. I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. They go 6-0. So 6-0 at this point. Then they play Louisiana Tech at home. They keep the mojo going. They're 7-0 at this point. Then they have a bye. Then at Florida International. Not known for their football program, but they win, and they win soundly. Then Western Kentucky, a win. So start out 9-0. Then they play a real test at Texas A&M. Sorry, New Mexico State fans, they don't get a win here. Now last year they played at Auburn, and we beat them by Auburn team by 3 touchdowns again. Different scenario, different year, different team. They match up well, Texas A&M. This day I say they don't, and they lose big to Texas A&M. That's their first loss, and their play at Middle Tennessee. I say they follow it up with a loss at 9-2. They go 9-2, and then they play UTEP at home. They beat UTEP to go 10-2, and I say they get into the Conference USA Championship game. But I'm not going to go any further with that. They go 10-2. That's a bold prediction, considering they had a magical season last year, and was it a little bit of luck? Maybe not, but they won. I mean, they won 10 games. So I think they're going to be motivated to continue the season, especially after they lost back-to-back games, the conference championship game and the bowl game. So it's going to be a different story, I think, this year, or the same story, continuation of a success, just not the win at another SEC team. I don't think that's going to happen. And Middle Tennessee is going to be a tough game where they play at home or on the road, just like they're going to have a tough game. I think, that game. So Middle Tennessee is one of those teams that you just don't know. They're kind of hot and cold too. Anyway, they go 10-2. Thank you very much. Again, New Mexico State fans, don't think this is going to be this is going to be what I say is actually going to happen, because you never know. It's just a prediction. All right. Thank you very much.